Hey guys, welcome back to Beat 'em Up Joe's. We're here just hanging out. We're going to be going over some E3 logistics and, just hanging out with you guys. This is my buddy Ryan. Ryan, how's it going, man?
How's it going, Kelly?
Good.
Good to see you. Oh, yeah, that's okay.
So Ryan's going to be hanging out with me as much of E3 as he can. We're starting tomorrow with EA. That's going to be kicking off at 11 Pacific. That's going to be 1 Central Time. I'll be going live at noon. You going to be here with me tomorrow, Ryan?
I will.
For EA?
I will definitely try my best, because I'm definitely looking forward to what EA has in store for us.
Okay. I'm excited for Anthem. Maybe not so much for the sports and the shooters that they're going to have.
Well, the shooters, they may actually be a little bit more interesting than last year's. So that's definitely something that you may want to look into.
Definitely. What do you think of a new Assassin's Creed? You think we're going to see a new Assassin's Creed this year?
I think that it's definitely time for a new Assassin's Creed. Origins was fantastic.
We're talking about Ubisoft.
We are talking about Ubisoft.
What else does EA do?
Besides sports,
and more sports,
oh,
but I'm super pumped for Anthem. I know you are too.
Absolutely. It's like I said earlier while we weren't even streaming. It's what Destiny should have been. Destiny 2 should have been Anthem.
Yeah, it looks a lot of fun. It looks like a very communicative experience with that gameplay shot that we got last year. It looked like it was a big group of people that got together and they were able to play the game they wanted to. So it looks cool. I like the little mech suits.
Oh yeah. I love the jetpack.
Yeah.
The actual part to where you can just dive off of a cliff and just fly around everywhere.
Yeah.
And not have to worry about a damn cutscene of a ship.
I'm going to look for the bounds of the world first thing. If I can go anywhere, that's what I do. So I'm going to look for the bounds of the world first thing. But it looks really cool. I don't know exactly what the minute-to-minute gameplay is going to be like. Are you picking up missions and just taking those out? Or do you have a campaign?
If I had to guess, honestly, Anthem, you're looking at a campaign.
I hope so. That's what I would like to have. I want to play through a story, maybe by myself, maybe with some friends, but I want a little bit more direction than, hey, go blow some shit up.
I like blowing shit up, though.
I do too. But like I said, we're just hanging out. We're talking about E3. We're starting tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time. That is 11 o'clock Pacific. For all those other time zones, you can sort it out yourself. Get on Google. We live in Texas, so Central Time is what matters to us.
Yeah.
And Pacific Time is pretty standard. That's what everybody works off of. So what do we got on Sunday?
Sunday, we've actually got a nice little lineup for us. Sunday, we have Microsoft starting at 11 p.m. Pacific, so that's going to be 1 o'clock for us.
Yes.
That's something I'm actually looking forward to. I mean, I don't have a Xbox,
Yeah.
but I really want to get one,
Yeah.
especially for the name brand titles. Like
There's going to be a Gears of War
Halo.
this year. I almost guarantee there's going to be a new Gears of War this year.
And I can almost guarantee that there has to be a new Halo. Has to.
That's what I was talking to Alan the other day. You remember Alan?
Mm-hmm. I remember Alan.
I was talking to him the other day, and he really thinks Halo 6 is going to be there. I don't know.
Honestly, all the hype's there for it.
Yeah. And Microsoft needs a big year at E3 this year.
I think this year is their year. I really do.
I hope so. I hope so for their sake. I don't see a lot of surprise coming out of PlayStation this year. We know a lot of what is going on in their ecosystem. We know what Ben is doing now. Mm-hmm. We know about Death Stranding. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of Death Stranding this year, and getting an idea of what this game actually is finally. We've got Spider-Man coming from Sony this year.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm hyped for.
It looks cool, doesn't it? I love the way he flips around.
Makes it even better. That actually releases on my birthday. If the release date is on, Happy birthday to me, man.
Right?
That actually looks fantastic.
Yeah, Spider-Man looks cool.
I'm hoping that it's better than its predecessors.
There have been good Spider-Man games here and there. I can't remember what... Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation was big. I really liked Ultimate Spider-Man. Did you ever play that one? It was on the GameCube. That's where I played it. I think it was on PS2. But that's a cool game.
I never got to play Ultimate Spider-Man. I played the original Spider-Man for PS2, and then I played your classic ones for the PSX.
Yeah. But like we were saying, Microsoft really needs a big year this year. They need some exclusives. I don't know if... You remember how they did that Tomb Raider thing with the second Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider? They had exclusivity for that for a short time. I know there is a new Tomb Raider coming, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yes.
I don't know if they have that same type of exclusivity on that guy. Could be helpful to them. But
if they do have the exclusivity to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that's going to be fantastic. I don't know if anyone that's watching has seen the trailer for it, which I'm pretty sure that they have. But have you seen the trailer?
I have not.
Oh,
I've heard very little
God.
about this game.
Oh my God!
I like keeping it that way. I liked the first two Tomb Raider games.
If you
had a lot of fun.
If you liked the first two Tomb Raider games, you're gonna love this one that's coming out. Just from the trailer that I've seen, Laura goes primal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she goes primal.
She gets pretty rough in the first two as well. I mean, in the first game, she's very much, I'm a researcher, I'm
an archaeologist.
Yes. Yeah, and she learns how to live off the land and stuff like that. But by the end of the game, she's killing dudes, man. It's rough. And those death scenes in the new Tomb Raider games, I think, are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I die a lot, so I get to see a lot of that stuff.
Oh, don't feel bad.
So what's coming up after Microsoft?
Bethesda.
Ooh.
Bethesda's coming at...
What do you know about that Fallout 76?
Actually, not much. I saw the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer looked very, very interesting. The only thing is that that's all it is interesting. They don't give you any sort of gameplay. They don't tell you whether or not it's actually going to have a basic campaign like all the other ones. It doesn't tell you if it's going to be multiplayer like what people are rumoring at.
Yeah,
how it's going to be multiplayer and online. If it is multiplayer and online, that's going to be great for some people. It's going to be horrible for the diehards.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible.
I really like, traditional Fallout. And, I say traditional. I didn't play the first two Fallout games. But Fallout 3 and New Vegas, those are my jam, dude. So if you're going to mess with that formula like they did in 4, and, it makes a lot of sense that this is possibly an online multiplayer survival RPG because of some of the base building stuff that they did in 4. It wasn't fun. I didn't have any fun with it.
I didn't like the base building. I liked everything else. I actually liked the story.
Yeah, the story's cool, and the gunfighting was better than it's ever been, but that base building was not fun to interact with. It was not fun to manipulate objects. When I first saw that trailer and they had the little pixel, what do they call the guy? I don't...
The Vault Boy?
Yeah, the Vault Boy. They had the pixel Vault Boy they had built. Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, I'm going to do that. When I actually started messing with Fallout 4, I said, no, I'm not doing that. In fact, I'm not playing this game anymore.
You should really get back into it and just completely ignore the actual building scheme.
Yeah.
Just go in it for the story.
Yeah. I hear the DLCs are also really good. I need to pick those up.
I have yet to actually touch the DLCs.
There's quite a few of them.
I think there's like 5 now.
Yeah. It's pretty hardcore. And I mean, Fallout 3 had a lot of big DLCs as well. You had The Pit and Operation something. It's been a while since I played Fallout 3. So
the biggest one out of Fallout 3 was the one where you actually got to go up into the alien ship and get the alien weapons.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
Mothership Zeta.
Mothership Zeta.
Yes, that was really cool. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what Fallout 76 actually is. That teaser was actually really cool. You could hear Ron Perlman talking in the back, so we know that he's coming back to narrate. So, war never changes.
War never changes.
But Fallout might.
Yes.
So that's what's disappointing. What else does Bethesda have coming? They have that port to the Switch for Wolfenstein 2 that's still coming. I'm not even sure when that... Have they put a date on that?
That I don't think actually has been announced. They may actually be doing an announce if that is completely 100% confirmed.
Yeah, it may be a rumor that I had heard. But I feel like there's something else coming out of Bethesda that we're forgetting to mention. I would love to see a new Doom this year. I think it's a little too early. I think we're just a year early for another Doom, if that's possibly their thing. But
did Bethesda do For Honor?
No, that was EA.
Okay. Well, something that's already been confirmed. Let's actually jump back just a tad.
No worries.
Back for EA. Something for Honor has actually been confirmed. I'm not sure what. I actually have my confirmation list right here. But
this is just For Honor DLC.
It just says For Honor.
Maybe. I don't know. That's really strange.
It could be DLC. It could be an additional patch that's not even considered DLC. Kind of like how Monster Hunter World was doing patches that just gave you the free DLC.
Yeah. That's very possible. And speaking of Monster Hunter, let's talk about Capcom. I know they don't have a conference of their own, but Capcom is going to have a big year this year.
Yes, they are. Oh my God, yes, they are. It's been confirmed that in EA, or E3,
I've been doing that all week.
That in E3, it has been confirmed that Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is going to be released.
We'd heard about this previously, heard some kind of rumors that was going to happen. Capcom had kept saying, no, we're not bringing
the Japanese port directly over. Yeah. That was the biggest rumor mill out there for at least a year.
Yeah, when it was called Double Cross in Japan, they said, no, we're not doing it. We're focusing on Monster Hunter World.
And surprise, surprise, Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate is coming to the U.S.
I'm excited, man. I like Monster Hunter World, but I don't have that amount of time to invest in the game that Monster Hunter World is.
Neither do I. I've got friends who have been playing Monster Hunter World for as long as I have that have hit Hunter Rank 100, and I'm not even close.
Yeah, I've got a buddy that hangs out with me quite a bit. An old friend from when I was a child. He's playing a lot of Monster Hunter World, and I think he said he was like Hunter Rank 100 something. So I think John's up there. We remember John.
John is not up there yet.
Where is he at?
He's sitting at 70 something.
Woo!
He actually stopped playing to play Conan Exiles.
I'm hearing good things about that as well.
Conan Exiles is probably the best survival game out on the market right now.
Until Fallout 76 comes out. Wah, wah, wah.
We shall see.
But Capcom's going to have a big year. We've got Monster Hunter coming. We've got Mega Man 11 coming in November. Yes. We've got Resident Evil 2 Remake. It's happening.
It has to happen.
We do it. But obviously, I'm very much hoping for Resident Evil 2 Remake. I love Resident Evil 2. It's my favorite in the series. So I would love to finally see this happen. Even if it's just that guy walks out on stage wearing a shirt that says, "We still do it."
And it's just the black screen right behind him saying, Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. I would love to see a trailer, and I would love to see a release date like September of this year.
That would be great.
I think that would be the best way to do it. Pretty short time away. People get hyped about it. But what do you think they would do with a Resident Evil 2 remake? We've heard some of the rumors. It's 4K, 60 frames on PS4 Pro, over the shoulder view like in Resident Evil 4.
I think that if they actually do it that way, that would probably be the best. I mean, definitely don't do it like 6. Don't do first person.
Well, 6 was very much, it was a first-person shooter type game in third person. But I see what you're talking about.
Right.
But yeah, I don't want anything like 6. 6 had its like monstrous set piece type things, but
now
I think they've learned their lesson.
If they're gonna do it, think about how they did Revelations and Revelations 2, and then look at 7.
Yeah.
Gameplay for 7 is amazing.
Yeah.
I've been watching people stream it for God knows how long.
Really like Resident Evil 7. It's fantastic. I still need to play some of those DLCs. I want to see what's going on with Chris, and I want to see what is next for Resident Evil, especially if it's the Resident Evil 2 remake. Give it to me. Do you think it's too soon for a new Devil May Cry?
No, not at all.
I would love to see a new Devil May Cry.
Especially since they just recently did the remaster for 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's been my thinking too. You know, they put out that HD remaster onto PS4. Why would they do that?
Some people would actually think that they did that to put it with the remaster of 4 that they did. So that way you could have all 4 and then DMC.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, DMC wasn't really that good.
I like it. I like the combo system. I don't like the new portrayal of Dante.
Neither did I.
Yeah. I think he's a little too snarky, a little bit too
Arrogant.
douchebaggy. Yeah, totally. You know, Dante in the beginning, he was very unsure of himself, learning about his past and his father, and, you know, learning of the badass that he was, rose to the occasion. Dante and DMC is just a little too...
I'd much rather play it as Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil was cool, you know. But I liked DMC. Mr. Max Hefner, what is up, sir? Thank you for joining us. We're just talking some E3 logistics and just kind of shooting the shit about games that we would like to see at E3 this year.
Yes.
We were just talking about a new Devil May Cry. I think it would be awesome. Like Ryan was saying, they just put out that HD collection on the PS4. I think it's a safe bet. Capcom's got a lot going on, though.
They do. That being said, if they do actually release just a little hint of a new Devil May Cry, they've got themselves set in stone.
Yeah, we could see, you know, a title graphic. You know, something like that just telling us, hey, this is what's going on. And I think that would be great. I'd be okay with that. You know, give me Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I'm all for it. RDR2 is the only one to be excited about for me.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Man.
Yes, sir.
Rockstar does have a good year this year.
Definitely check out my channel. I have a video about video games trailers and Red Dead Redemption 2. When we got that last trailer, I was like, man, this is exciting. I like video games trailers. So check out that trailer as well. And
yes, there is a leaked list by the Canadian Walmarts.
This is happening a lot here lately, isn't it?
Walmart sucks.
They do. Of all the releases from E3 this year, man, is Tingshu on there? I'm obviously excited to find out what this From Software deal is. We can talk about this more when we get to PlayStation, but I want to know, before we leave Capcom and move on to whatever our next conference is, what do you expect out of Capcom beyond Mega Man, Resident Evil, the Monster Hunter port to the Switch, and possibly Devil May Cry? What else could they round out that with to get people really excited and show them that they're coming back into the game? Some Ghosts and Goblins.
Ghosts and Goblins.
Big throwback.
That would be huge.
Mega Man Soccer.
Mega Man Soccer, that would be interesting. What about just going back to the basics? Just bring out more Street Fighter.
Yeah, you know, they just did a big drop on Street Fighter. And Max, thanks for hanging out with us. You have fun with your PUBGs and your Battle Royales, and
at least you're not playing Fortnite, man. We'll catch you later.
Have fun, dude. But you know, what were we even talking about? We were talking about Capcom. What else could they bring to the table that would really set people on fire? They've got some good stuff coming.
And I was saying Street Fighter, and
yes,
then
Street
you started
Fighter.
going into it.
We had a few new characters for Street Fighter a little while back. We had Cody, and he had a Hagar outfit. That was great. And who else was in that pack? It was a pack of like 4 characters. So, yeah, some more Street Fighter would be great. I know they need to keep building on Street Fighter V to kind of get that off the ground. It didn't really rise like Street Fighter 4 did.
Yeah, 5, it just sat there. And honestly, right now, 5, in my opinion, is starting to stagnate. What they need to do is just throw it completely to the side and
do something new.
Revamp it, do something new. Start from ground zero with their idea that they had for 5.
Street Fighter Alpha 4.
All right. Settled.
I would like to see some new Street Fighter, but I don't know what they're going to do. Street Fighter would be really cool. Give me a new Final Fight.
Oh, that would be great.
It's totally not happening.
No.
Do not listen to anything I say.
No, listen to a lot of things that he says.
But I'd love to see a new beat 'em up from Capcom. They did a lot of that back in the day. I just don't know that they still have it in them beyond what they can do with Devil May Cry.
I don't think so, no.
No.
Really, all
and the audience just isn't there. It's this guy screaming, "Give me some more beat 'em up games." So, but what's our next conference on the schedule?
Well, our next conference after Bethesda, which, by the way, is going to be at 8:30 our time, 8:30 Central.
Okay, and that's what Pacific time?
Pacific, that's 6:30.
6:30. And we'll be going live an hour before every conference for some kind of pre-show shenanigans.
Roughly an hour. Next up, we're looking at Monday, the 11th. Square Enix.
Oh, big
Square.
day. Big day. We're going to see a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3. You may see a little bit more info on the remake of Final Fantasy 7.
Let's hope so.
Which I watched your stream not too long ago. You said you weren't too pumped on it.
Nope.
Because you definitely were not a 7 fan.
Nope.
I definitely don't blame you, because I tried to get you to actually play 7 not too long ago, and you just said it wasn't your cup of tea.
No.
Like you stated, it was more 8 and 9 and 6.
6 is my game, dude. When it comes to Final Fantasy, 6 is the high bar that they never got over. 9 is good.
9's great.
9 is good. I liked 15 while I was playing it. I kind of didn't care after it was done, though.
Yeah, after I beat the game, I tried to go through it for a second run. Didn't finish.
Yeah. I don't care anymore.
I know it's sad to say, because I'm a gamer.
Do you think that they're even thinking about a new Final Fantasy?
Yes. After the release of Dissidia that they did, I know that they're thinking of another Final Fantasy.
You know, I didn't play that. Was it good?
It wasn't bad. They brought in the 6 to 8 main summons, and they brought back all the cast from every single Dissidia.
I like those games. I think they're fun. I think it's cool.
They brought in Noctis from 15.
Noctis was recently in Tekken 7 as a guest character. Pretty cool.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's really strange. So Tekken 7 guest characters are Akuma, Geese Howard from Fatal Fury.
What?
Yeah. he plays really cool, though.
I'll have to check that out.
It's very cool. Noctis from
15.
Final Fantasy 15. And there was one more. Can't remember now, but they've had some pretty interesting guest characters that all played really well. I was really surprised by Akuma. I couldn't believe the Street Fighter character played really well in Tekken 7.
Considering how they did Tekken versus
Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yes. That one. I don't even know why I brought it up. It's such a horrible game.
It's rough. It's really rough.
Uh-oh. Colonel's trying to talk to me.
Not right now,
Colonel. Colonel, I'm doing E3.
So we've got Square Enix. Definitely a lot of talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 and that Final Fantasy 7 remake. They're going to have to excite some people on this, I'm afraid.
They really are. Honestly, the only thing that really gets me about the 7 remake is that they're giving it the brand new graphics. Pretty much they're doing the 4K 60 frame.
Yeah.
which is fantastic.
On PS4 Pro, of course.
On PS4 Pro. If you have an original PlayStation 4 like me, you're just shit out of luck. But they also updated the active time battle
Yes.
to where it's all 100% just whenever you press the button, that's when you hit.
Yeah. Much like 15 played.
It's apparently supposed to be cleaner than 15.
Okay. I'm all for that. I like the combat system in 15. I thought
That
it was
and
fun.
not only are they updating the combat system for 15 for the 7 remake, but they're also making it to where you can do an active switch between characters.
That sounds fun. That's one thing that I really wanted out of 15. I wanted to play the game as Gladius or
Gladiolus
Prompto.
or Prompto or Igneal.
Yeah. I think that's something that should have been. I know they had their own little DLC deals, but I didn't play them. I was done after I played through the main campaign.
But that's what we're pretty much looking at for the 7 remake so far. Isn't Square working on an Avengers game? Yes.
Yes,
Actually,
Square
they
has an Avengers game coming, and they also have Octopath Traveler for the Switch, a game that I'm really excited for. It looks a lot like Final Fantasy VI. If you have not seen this, go check it out. The lighting in this game is fantastic. It blows my mind. There's a demo on the eShop. If you've got a Switch, go check it out. I think that's going to be coming this year.
It's either going to come late
Yeah.
after Red
November.
Dead 2, or it's going to be at the beginning of 19.
Yeah. That's my expectation as well.
That's definitely something that you'll want to look into.
Yes, Square is definitely working on an Avengers game. I don't know anything about that. Do you?
Not really. I know that it's not going to be anything like the Lego Avenger games that have came out.
Yeah, it's going to be a more serious.
It's going to be definitely more serious. I think, don't quote
What's up,
me.
Brandon?
Do not quote me here. But I think that it's actually going to be you're going to make your own Avenger.
Maybe. They tried that with X-Men. Do you remember X-Men Destiny?
Yes.
Isn't that what that was called?
Yes. I did play X-Men Destiny.
That was a flaming turd bucket.
Yes, it was. Graphics sucked, story sucked, combo side sucked for every single design you could have went for. It was just horrible.
Yeah. Not good stuff. Don't do it, Square. Don't make your own adventure. But this would be interesting to see. I don't know if it's going to tie in with the Marvel universe or whatever they call it with the movies. We'll just have to wait and see what's going on there. But Square is a huge developer. I like that they've been branching out in recent years with, publishing Tomb Raider.
Yes.
And they published Sleeping Dogs, one of my favorite games of last generation. And we got the definitive edition this generation. Cool game. If you've not played Sleeping Dogs, definitely check that guy out.
It's absolutely fantastic.
But anything else that you could think of big out of Square Enix?
Out of Square Enix, I think Square is actually doing... let me pull back up my list. And I'll tell you. Ghost of Tsushima.
Is that Square?
I think that's Square. It's either Square or...
It's a Sony product. I know that.
It may be Ubisoft, I don't know.
It might be. I'm not sure who's doing that. I don't even remember what this game is. I
It's
remember being excited about it.
Old Edo period samurai.
Yeah.
It's a mixture between Ninja Gaiden and Neo altogether.
Okay.
It looks really fantastic.
Yeah, I remember seeing the trailer and being blown away by it and like going to work the next day and be, oh, Ghost of Tsushima, this is going to be cool. And then I have no idea what this game is.
That also being said, who's doing standalone? Or not standalone?
Days Gone?
Yeah, Days Gone.
That is Sony Bend, the folks behind Siphon Filter.
Okay.
So I'd rather see a new Siphon Filter, but Sony Bend has always made some good stuff. I'm fairly interested in this Days Gone, Dead Can't Ride, whatever it is.
I've seen multiple trailers for it. It looks really good. It's Walking Dead meets Sons of Anarchy.
Yes, yeah. That's very much what it is. I think you... so after Square, what else do we have going on Monday?
It's funny that you mentioned that. Ubisoft.
Yes. We have Ubisoft on Monday, and then Sony after that.
Ubisoft and the PC Gaming Show.
And that, how much interest do you guys have in PC gaming? Brandon, I don't know if you're a big PC gamer. I'm not a big PC gamer. When it comes to PC games, I get confused. I install a game and it says, you need blah, blah, blah. And I say,
I don't own a PC.
yeah. I play Diablo. That's about it when it comes to PCs. Blizzard packages their games pretty neatly where I don't have to go look for anything. So I don't play a lot of PC games. We might see how, if I've got a bunch of energy on Monday, I may be joining that PC gaming show, but I don't know. To me, it's just going to be me looking at the screen going,
Strictly console.
yeah, me too. I don't know if it's going to be something I'm going to cover. If I have some energy, I may go ahead and do so, but for the most part, I don't think it's going to be anything that I'm interested in. Then after the PC gaming show, we have the big boys, Sony. Sony, we know just about everything that's going on. We just talked about Days Gone. We talked about Spider-Man. We've talked about Death Stranding. I've talked about Death Stranding till I was blue in the face, guys. I want to finally know what this game is. And, you know, is it going to meet my expectations as far as, you know, is it going to better Metal Gear Solid?
That's the question. I don't think it will.
I have a feeling that it's going to be artsy-fartsy in a lot of ways, and it's going to be kind of like, you know, Sony threw a bunch of money at me. I'm motherfucking Kojima, bitch. I have a feeling that that's kind of the way it's going to be, but I love me some Kojima games. I'm definitely in. We've got Snake hiding behind us, and then we have Mads Mikkelsen right on the heels of Snake. But this is just a gaming montage that I found online, and I don't know. I'm not super interested in any of it. But Sony's going to be a big show. The only thing that I worry about Sony's conference is I don't think there's going to be any kind of surprise there.
I don't think so either. Pretty much everything that has already been confirmed is for Sony.
Yeah. And I think also this is where they're going to, if From is there and they want to talk about their new game, I think that's where they'll do it. Most of their games are PlayStation exclusives, or not PlayStation exclusives, but you know, they're closely tied to PlayStation, and Bloodborne was an exclusive. So if it's another Bloodborne, it's certainly going to be a PlayStation exclusive.
Yes, it will.
Tingshu was a PlayStation game to begin with, yeah.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, so
Tingshu then moved over to Nintendo.
Okay. That's right, they did that Wii game. That's right. You are correct. I've never played a Tingshu game, so I'm a little sad that just may be what this new From Software game is. But I'm still holding out hope that it is Bloodborne 2, and that's why I'll be playing Bloodborne tomorrow, and just because it's a fun game.
It is a really fun game.
It will be a blast. So after Sony's said and done, I'm going to crash, and then on Tuesday morning we will have
back to the big boys. We get the rising star coming back, Nintendo.
Yes. So they'll have a Nintendo Direct in the morning.
Yes.
At
9 a.m. Pacific, 11 our time.
Yeah, they'll have their Nintendo Direct in the morning, probably 30, 45 minutes of Smash Brothers.
Probably, actually. They've actually already said that they're going to be having
an invitational tournament.
An invitational tournament, and then they're going to have an exclusive press only.
Yes.
That not even the people who are filming for E3 get to go see.
Yeah, yeah. I believe that. I'm sure we'll see just a tiny bit more of Metroid Prime 4. I want to see a lot more of that game, but I'm sure we'll see that. We'll see some more content for Splatoon 2. I know there was something that I heard about Splatoon recently, some new batch of content, but I can't remember.
The new batch of content is actually going to be released for E3.
Okay.
So everything that you're going to see at E3 for Splatoon 2 is the hyped up DLC content that they've been talking about.
Yeah. Splatoon 2 is huge. I have no doubt that that's really going to get some people excited.
What's going to get the kids excited and the people who used to play PC that went to Nintendo is Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah. I hear a lot about these games coming to the Switch.
Roller Coaster Tycoon is going to have 3 actually coming over to them. You're going to have your original Tycoon, Joyride, and then Touch.
Yeah, you were talking about Touch earlier, and I think that's a great idea. It's kind of, tapping into the touch interface of the Switch, getting people who were into the DS and, the Wii U to a certain extent. Getting those people back into something that would feel like a Nintendo product, I think is a great idea. Hopefully it sticks. And I don't know. I think there's going to be some good Nintendo stuff. We'll probably see a little bit more Bayonetta 3.
Probably.
That comes out in December?
I think it comes out the middle of December, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have Bayonetta 3 at the end of the year. We'll probably see some more of that at E3 on Tuesday. So, but that's really all I've got to say. If you guys want to hang out a little bit more, if there's anything that you guys, have questions about, or, what would you like to see at E3? Brandon, you still with us? What's the one thing that you would be most excited to see? What is this?
Mosquito.
Ah! But while we're waiting on responses to come in, what are you most excited to see at E3 this year?
Honestly, some of the most exciting things I'm ready for is the new Monster Hunter that they're releasing. Rage 2.
Okay. That's interesting.
I hated the first Rage.
Yeah.
I want to see if they're actually going to fix their mistakes.
Turn it around. Yeah.
I'm hoping that they turn it around.
It would be good for them. I know that it was a game that was hyped up, and then when it came out, I heard nothing about it. So if they can fix it, I'd be okay with that.
And I'm really excited to see what they're going to be doing with this new Warhammer.
Yeah. I know a lot of the most recent Warhammer games were really hyped up. I tried Vermintide, like we were talking about earlier. I wasn't too excited.
No.
Ghouls and Ghosts from Capcom.
And a RE2 remake.
Yes, yeah. Brandon is good. He's a funny guy. That would actually be really interesting to see them come out with a new Ghouls and Ghosts. Do like a Dark Souls type deal, because those games have always been balls hard.
Exactly. Yes.
So if they came out and did this like super gritty Ghouls and Ghosts,
well, they'd be hard to us, but not a med.
Yeah, right. Dude's a machine.
When it comes to Dark Souls, yes.
A friend of ours plays a lot of FromSoft games, and when Neo came out, he played it, and he's like, "Man, it's awesome! It's great." And I started playing it, and I probably got like, I don't know, like maybe 5-6 missions in, and I could not progress any farther.
And this guy has beat it 3 times.
Yeah. He likes those kind of games.
Like nonstop.
And I do too, but for whatever reason, Neo, oh man. It's rough. But yeah, let's get on Twitter, #Ghouls and Ghosts.
Oh, one more thing I'm excited for.
What's that?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yes! Oh my gosh, we just completely skipped over Ubisoft.
We did.
Because I really think we've got another Assassin's Creed this year.
We do.
Do we?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay, was this already announced? Okay.
It was
not interesting.
It was confirmed.
I know that a lot of people liked the last one a lot more than they did when it was annualized.
Yes, Origins took it back to the beginning. Well, I say the beginning, but it was the beginning of Astargo.
Yeah.
It was great. I loved playing as Bayek in Ancient Egypt.
Mhm.
I loved it.
Okay. So maybe a new Assassin's Creed will be cool. So if they're doing Assassin's Creed this year, that means no Watch Dogs.
That does mean no Watch Dogs.
Because that, from what I understand, it's the same team
It is
that's working on those games.
100%. The main developing teams for Ubisoft were the ones that did Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So you will not get them at the same time.
And I speaking of Watch Dogs, I think they've got a really good momentum going. The original Watch Dogs was a really interesting game, and while it didn't super grab me, Watch Dogs 2 brought a lot of fun into the formula.
Absolutely.
And you know, a little bit of like when I played Watch Dogs 2, because it was so fun and the characters were so bright, I caught myself a lot of times, like, you know, murdering people as you do in these games, and just being like,
It's so beautiful.
this is like, are they aware of how goofy this is and it's part of the joke, you know, or are they kind of glorifying just slay people?
They're probably just glorifying it. It's high
It's
tech.
Ubisoft. They're
It's a high tech version of Grand Theft Auto.
yeah.
And it's better than Grand Theft Auto, honestly.
I don't know. I like Grand Theft Auto 5. I would be interested to see a new Grand Theft Auto game. I know we're going to be stuck with Red Dead Redemption for quite some time. And I say stuck. It's going to be good. I'm really excited for it. I know Ryan is as well.
I'm super stoked for it. October 26th.
Yes. So that's going to be fun. Ubisoft. We had talked about For Honor.
We did touch up on the For Honor. We don't know exactly what it is. It could be DLC. It could be a patch. It could be...
Or that might be EA.
I don't know.
I don't know either. EA and Ubisoft are two developer publishers that I could go one way or the other on.
And honestly, they work hand in hand.
Yeah. They're
weird.
pulling, it's kind of the same type of stuff.
Yes.
Certainly.
Now, one thing that we didn't touch up on at all, and I don't even know who develops it, is Skull and Bones.
Yeah. Another pirate game. What was the name of that pirate game that just came out, Brandon? The Microsoft pirate game that everybody was so pumped for.
It's online MMO.
Bloop.
I think it's like Dark Seas or Black Seas.
Something like that. What was that called?
I know it wasn't Black Flag because that's a TV show.
Assassin's Creed.
That's Assassin's Creed and a TV show.
I don't know, but like Sea of Thieves. Yes.
Sea of Thieves. Yeah, that one flopped.
Yeah.
From the trailer that I watched on YouTube, which anyone can look it up, it looks fantastic. Pretty much what it is you get one ship that blows up a British naval ship, and they want to go start boarding it, but then two other pirate ships come up and blow that ship to hell, sinks down, and then other ships start to sink, and you see a kraken underneath it. So, I want to know what it is.
Arr, matey. A pirate game would be fun.
A pirate game that's done properly would be fun.
Yeah.
If it's not done properly, I want to throw it out the window.
Looking forward to all microtransaction in Red Dead. It's
no.
very possible.
Please no.
It's very possible. And what I'm afraid of when it comes to Red Dead Redemption 2 is that we're going to get one chunk of story that is the main campaign, and then we're just going to get online tacked on and on again like we did with GTA Online. I wasn't big into it. I know a lot of people in my new community, in YouTube community and on Twitch, are really into Grand Theft Auto Online. It just wasn't really my thing. But that's what I'm afraid is going to happen with Red Dead Redemption as well. And yeah, probably a bunch of microtransactions. I bet you're right, Brandon.
If anyone from Rockstar is going to watch this, no microtransactions. None. You will kill the game.
Rockstar's
I promise.
not watching me.
You never know. You never know. You don't.
Okay, if Rockstar is watching, I want
Also, I need $1 million.
Road Rash. You need to acquire Road Rash and make a Road Rash game.
There's that too. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. I was talking to a guy about this the other night on Facebook, and someone was talking about if anything could be announced at E3, what would you want it to be? Go. And someone said Road Rash. And I was like, dude, I would like to see a good Road Rash game. And he's like, he replies right after I replied to him, and he's like, just imagine if Rockstar did it. I was like, oh, fuck, that sounds fun.
Oh, no.
So that would be fun. Like I said, kicking things off on Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time. That is 11 Pacific. I will be going live at noon. Ryan will be here with me if he's awake at that point.
Oh, I'll be awake. It just depends on whether or not I actually have a ride.
I hear you. I may have to go pick you up or something.
You may have to meet me at the Toot and Totem.
Yeah, that's fine. We will work something out. But Ryan's going to hang out with me for E3. I've got some other buddies that, may come in and out. I'm not positive. Ryan's the only one that's kind of going to be here. So we'll certainly be here for EA. And then after EA, we'll stream some Bloodborne. I'm really excited for Anthem at the EA conference at E3. EA E3, EA E3, EA E3 2018.
Oh my God.
So I think that's about all I've got. I'm getting my mouth. I need something to drink. We've hung out here for
a while.
About 45 minutes. That's about what I wanted to spend on this. We got some setup going. At least I know where we want to be sitting, but lighting's all screwed. I think we're going to need a little bit more room behind us, and I have no clue what's going to be going on the green screen. I'll probably just tile E3 all through the back, E3 2018. Something simple that doesn't draw attention away. But I'm having fun with my new green screen.
I believe it.
It's pretty fantastic. But like I say, guys, definitely join me at noon Central Time tomorrow. E3 kicks off with the EA conference. And like I say, I'll try to find the cleanest stream that goes up tomorrow. I imagine there's going to be just like an EA stream. Usually that's what we have every year. I watch different streams every year, so I never really know what I want. But this year, I know that I want the cleanest stream, and I'm going to make the best E3 show. Because I'm the best. Ghouls and Ghosts and Resident Evil 2 Remake. You heard it here first.
Kelly Hampton, 2018.
But thanks for joining us, guys. We will catch you tomorrow at noon Central Time. And 11 Pacific is when EA will start. 1 Central Time. Texas. If you live anywhere else, you're in the wrong place. Come to Texas. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us, and we will catch you tomorrow. Have a good night.